Hey guys, I'm back into something a little scary right now, so I figured I'd do a quick video. I actually am trying to replace a stereo in our 2005 Lincoln Aviator we have. There's the stereo, there's the one that's in it. And well, the volume button doesn't work, or the volume knob doesn't work. It only goes up, doesn't go down, so that's a little annoying. And I went online, did a quick search, and I cannot find any videos or any instructions. So I actually chatted with somebody on Crutchfield, and they explained how to do it on the chat. So kudos to Crutchfield. I really appreciate that. Even though I didn't buy the stereo from Crutchfield, I just bought one from the pull-apart locally here in Corpus Christi. Oh, and I can't start this project without reading the verse of the day. After all, these projects need faith, hope, and love, and especially faith. Remember this: whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously. That's 1 Corinthians 9, chapter 9, verse 6. So here's what I'm doing. I had to pull this out first, just pried it from the bottom, and carefully pulled it down, so it's just kind of hanging there with the clock. Then you were able to get to the screws underneath. Actually, they're bolts, not screws. They're right there. There's 3 of them underneath that takes off this little panel that allows the radio to come loose, and pull this up, this piece up, which is on the top of the dash. So pull that all the way up and remove it. That's just clips, so there's no screws. That allows you access to these screws here, or bolts again. I think they're, what are they, 7mm? Yeah. Now I lost my thing, so I'll have to cut this out. They are, 7mm. And I'll be back when it's done. All right, before we finish, I have to try to remove my tool that I dropped down in this vent. This is on the dashboard, and in the process of trying to remove these screws, drop down the tool. So I have to get out my handy dandy remover and see if I can grab it. I'll be back. Okay, now that I got those 2 screws out, this just pulls out. Now there's a clip on there I'm gonna have to find, and then you have access to the radio. So here's the clip I just mentioned that I lost, and luckily it was just down there, so that slides into there. So that clip will come apart and you'll have to find it if you take the thing all the way off like I did. And after all that hassle, the head unit I got out of a Mercury Mountaineer, similar to the one that we have right here, doesn't match up. The connectors are different. So that is really odd. I got it out of a 2004 Mercury Mountaineer, and this is a 2005 Lincoln Aviator. I figured they would be the same because the units look very similar. Mine's a 6-disc, or the Aviator is a 6-disc. The Mountaineer was not, so I guess they are different. So back to the parts store. Alright, well, here's the new one. I didn't get a 6-disc one, but it's from a pull-apart store. I don't know if I showed the connectors in the back, but there's just 3 connectors. They're pull-off and the antenna connector. And I'm just now putting it back in, and I'll show you when it's done. Alright, almost done. Just had to reverse everything. Put this back in first, then the top, this middle piece with the door, and the 2 screws, then this goes on like so, all flush, and here we go to try.
Also strongly promotes
There we
friendship,
go.
sacrificing for others.
That's
and
exactly
declares
what I
that you
could
can
not
deal
do.
with
I couldn't turn
very
this, could not turn the volume down on my old radio. So this one works. I don't know why there's a little gap there, but maybe the other one had a gap like that, but I put it back in right. So, hope that helps.